What's up, wavers? Welcome to PhD in Waves. In today's video, we're going to be doing the clay and lay method. If you don't know what the clay and lay method is, it's basically a method in order to detox your hair. So if you have product buildup, if you have toxins, if your hair is really dry, if it's not absorbing products, you can do the clay and lay method to bounce your hair back. It makes your hair softer. There's so many different hair benefits for the clay and lay method because you're using apple cider vinegar and Aztec healing clay. I have all my ingredients here, so I'm gonna show you guys the whole process of the clay and lay method, what products you wanna use, and this is gonna be a full tutorial of how to properly do the clay and lay method to bounce your waves back. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to comb out your hair and wash your hair like normal. I like to do 2 to 3 normal scramble washes before I apply the clay. So let's do that right now. Let's wash our hair. Look at all that. Like, my hair is literally super dirty and super built up with products.
All right, y'all, so I'm combing up my hair so it's easier to reach my scalp and cleanse my scalp. And then I'm doing 2 to 3 scramble washes. This is so I can properly wash my hair and give my hair a clean surface for the clay.
All right, I just got done washing my hair. My hair is super clean now. Now it's time to make the mixture and apply it to my hair. I'm gonna leave the measurements on the side so you know exactly the right exact measurements to make the clay mixture.
All right, so the mixture is pretty simple. It's pretty much half clay, half liquid. So we're gonna do half clay and half apple cider vinegar. And then I also like to add some oils for some lubrication and some other hair benefits. So add whatever kind of oils you like. And I also like to add some conditioner for some softness and some moisture.
All right, so you want the consistency to be like a toothpaste consistency, not too thick and not too watery. So if it's too thick, add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And if it's too runny, you can just add more clay to make it a little bit more thick. Like I said, I'm gonna link all the products that I'm using in the description. All right, so now that I have the mixture, I'm just gonna comb my hair into place, and then I'm gonna start applying the clay to my hair, and we're gonna start the method. So let's get right into it.
All right, to start the method, just combing my hair into place with my pattern, just so it's a little bit more in place and laid down. And then I instantly just start applying the clay in the direction of my pattern. You wanna make sure all layers of your hair are covered, just so you get the full coverage and the full benefits and everything that the clay has to offer. So as you can see, my whole head is covered. And then this is optional. You can use a detangler just to get any knots or tangles.
All right, now I'm just gonna get in like a 15 to 20 minute brush session just to make sure my hair is super trained and laid. So let's get into it.
All right, so before I get started, I like to add some water to my brush. This just makes sure that the clay stays, loose, because as you're brushing, the clay does dry out a little bit and it gets dry. You want to make sure that the clay stays loose while you're getting a brush session in, just so you can easily move your curls around. And if your clay starts to run a little bit low and gets clogged up in the brush, you could simply just take it out the brush, or you could just get more clay from your little cup and add more clay to your hair. But you want to make sure you have a consistent, thickness of clay in your hair, just so you can properly move your curls and keep your curls into place. Lastly, make sure you're getting in some crown isolation. This is a great method to work on your crown area.
All right, so I'm done getting a brush session in. Now you basically want to use the rest of the clay to lay your pattern down so everything is nice and flat and you don't see any more frizz.
All right, like I said, I'm just getting the extra clay just to smooth down my pattern. This is a very important step of the clay and lay method because you want to get rid of any frizz and you want to make sure your pattern is in place and secured. So make sure you're properly getting your crown area and getting every angle of your pattern.
All right, now time to put on a Durag and rinse everything out.
All right, so when you're putting on your Durag, make sure you're careful not to move your hair out of place and don't tie it too tight. You don't want to crush your hair. Also, during this time, you want to rinse off anything that you used, because if the clay gets hard, it will be very hard to wash out afterwards. So make sure you're rinsing your brush properly. Next, we're rinsing out our hair. You want to softly press down on your hair to release the clay and to properly rinse it out of your hair, or else it will get stuck. I do want to say I do recommend using a mesh Durag because that will help you get the clay out of your hair.
All right, y'all, I just got done rinsing everything out. Once my hair is fully dry, I'll show you guys the results of this clay and lay method. All right, wavers, my hair is fully dry. Took about 2 hours. Let's see the final results of the clay and lay method. Let's see. Whew. Well, it looks like all the clay didn't get washed out, but you can still see the results.
As you can see, my hair looks super laid and super shiny, super moisturized. These are the kind of benefits that you are going to get from the clay and lay because it detoxes your pattern, it removes product buildup, and it really brings out the shyness and the healthiness of your pattern. Like I said, you do want to use a mesh durag because that will help rinse out the clay. As you can see, I still have a little bit of clay left.
So hopefully you guys try out this method. I'm going to go wash out the rest of this clay. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.